Welcome back. We're at the Greenwich Cheese Company to try some cheeses in downtown Cos Cob. This is Tellem Mike saying. Chris, thank you for having us. We're at the Greenwich Cheese Company in Greenwich, Connecticut, and we're here to talk some cheese today. Are you ready?
No, I'm ready. Thanks for coming in.
So what experience do you want people to have when they come in the shop?
Yeah.
I'm a cheese rookie.
Right.
And I'm a little overwhelmed, but word on the street is that you make it very easy for people to be exposed to new cheeses and kind of pick something that'll make the people they're bringing the cheese to happy.
For somebody who's a cheese novice, they tend to like the bigger flavors up front. And then as you learn more about them, you become to enjoy those nuances and the subtleties. So, I mean, we deal with a lot of small farms, and the cheeses are pretty esoteric, so they're not things that people would notice, see in the store, but they're like other cheeses that they might have had in the past. And that's usually how we find cheese for people. We might ask them what they like or what they've had before that they've liked, and then we can find something that's similar to that.
Got it. So they kind of give you an idea of what they've tried, what they like, and then you guide them to pick a cheese that they'll most likely like in the future.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then also our job too is to push them a little bit.
I know it's difficult to answer this question, but what is your favorite type of cheese? You knew that was coming?
Well, that's kind of like what's your favorite child.
Yeah. So, which we all have, right? I'm the favorite.
I tend to like the firmer Italian cheeses, like the pecorinos and things like that. I think they go really well with sliced meat. I'm Italian background, so...
You're preaching to the choir here. That sounds very good.
So the Gruyere Page that we were talking about before, that's made up actually up in the Alps. So in a chalet with a natural wood fire. So when they're making the cheese, it actually might have a little smokiness to it.
Okay.
But it's not that they smoked it or put liquid smoke in it or anything like that. It's actually just because the cheese is made in a hut that's got a natural wood fire burning, it kind of picks up a little bit of that smokiness.
See, that's
so
incredible. Now,
like that,
when you try stuff like that, it brings you back to like, this was made in a hut in the Alps.
Right.
And now it's on my table and I'm eating it, with whatever pairs well with it.
We kind of break cheeses into categories, 7 different styles that the cheeses kind of fall into.
Okay.
And by understanding those different styles, you can have a better understanding of the cheeses.
Okay. Does anyone come in and buy a whole wheel?
Yes.
Really? Yeah. I guess they would have to have the right refrigerator.
That's where the term big wheel comes from, like you're the big wheel. People would go in and buy a whole wheel. He had enough money to buy a whole wheel, so he's the big cheese or the big wheel.
That's awesome. I'm going to start calling myself the big cheese, even though I'm not buying a whole wheel. What do we have here?
So these are the cheeses I was telling you about. This is the Harbison from Jasper Hill Cellars, so made up in Vermont, cow's milk cheese. This is a Swiss Alpine cheese called Hallahacker.
Favorite one.
Yep, that's a great one. And then a Pecorino from Sardinia, made in Sardinia and then aged in the south of Campania. It's called Pecorino Calcagno. Some dried figs, caramelized walnuts, Marcona almonds, and some apricots. When you eat something that's got some sweetness to it, some sugar, that kind of counterbalances the salt in the cheese. And also the texture of the cheese is kind of soft and malleable. It kind of breaks up your palate, so you don't get palate fatigue.
Got it. Palate fatigue, never been an issue.
Never been
an issue.
So this is the Harbison cheese that we were talking about.
Cracker as the vehicle.
Yes.
Although we don't really care about the vehicle, right?
No.
It's more the cheese is the show. Ooh, it smells nice too.
Almost like buttered popcorn.
It does. It's like a mix. It's like the best mix of a cream cheese and a brie, but it's creamy like it's melted, but it's cold. It's breaking all the barriers I had with cheese. That's an unbelievable one to start with.
And then this is the Hallahacker, the one that you like to name.
The Hudenbacher. That one's a little more savory, right?
Yes, definitely.
A little more savory. Different taste altogether.
And then this is the Pecorino from Southern Italy.
Okay. This is the most simple, I would imagine, right out of the 3.
I mean, it's got its own complexity because it's not super hard. And people always think pecorinos are only for grating. This is a good eating pecorino.
Okay. They're all good eating pecorinos, right?
So a little more acidity.
Sharp, too.
Yeah,
I like the
exactly.
sharpness of it. Nice and salty. Probably amazing in a cacio e pepe or something.
Yeah, definitely. You could grate it or eat it.
Upgrade that. Or just eat it by the block.
Yeah.
Either one. So this is why you come to the Greenwich Cheese Company. So you can meet Chris. He can coach you through all of this. He can get you the right cheeses and point you in the right direction of something you're going to love and you're going to share with other people, right?
Yeah,
is
great. Yeah, that's what we want to do every day. Is I say every transaction with a customer is a mini education.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I've gotten a massive education today, and I got to try those cheese classes, right?
Yeah,
Don't you do
definitely.
those?
Yeah, we'll have cheese classes starting after the first of the year, and since COVID's been around, we're doing them on Zoom. So.
Okay. And after we shot this, do I get a cheese diploma? Did I pass, or I got some work to do?
You got to do a little more homework.
Okay.
A little wine, a little more cheese.
It's the best homework of all time.
Yeah.
I would be a summa cum laude if I had that.
Well, thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you for having us. It's been amazing. Great team. They've let us interrupt their busy day and try your amazing cheeses.
Great.
So that was the cheese board at Greenwich Cheese Company, and honestly, some of the best cheeses I ever had. Don't ask me to pronounce them. Next time you stop in and see Chris and the team, Tellem Mike sang.